Hello, hello. Welcome to the 2022 reading. I'm really excited to look into this energy. I am not a fortune teller. I do not tell the future. So if that's what you're here for, that's not what I'm actually doing. I'm actually just asking the universe about what we're going to be looking at. What is some advice? What are some things that we need to just know as we're going into the 2020? As we're making these New Year resolutions, you know, what are some things we need to focus in on? That would be very helpful. You know, anybody who says that they can come on here and tell the future, it's just impossible, because everybody has free will and things change. We can understand the energy. Like I like to look at my astrology to say, you know, what's the energy around me. But to tell you like, oh, you know, COVID's going to be here, or, you know, like something's going to happen to the president or something like that. You know, I've listened to so many of those, and that they never really come into fruition. It's a rarity that they ever do, okay? So just kind of keep that in mind, but we will take a look at some things. I'm just going to ask some questions. Remember that this reading is a general reading and will not resonate with everyone. If you want a personal reading, there is a link in the description box down below. If it doesn't resonate with you, just stick around, because there may be something in it that you need to hear. The reading that I just did is on the screen. I did like a twin flame soulmate reading. It's on the screen above. And then I also have suggested videos at the end. If you like this reading or entertain in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm really thankful to the people who've already subscribed. If you're new here, welcome, and thank you for checking out my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, I'm having trouble right here. If you've not yet subscribed and you'd like to, then please take a second to do so. All right, let's take a look at this. I just kind of want to ask some questions. I want the universe to tell me like, what is 2021 gonna like look like? What are some things that we need to plan for? So I'm just gonna ask some questions and pull some cards, okay? So I rarely ever do it like this, but let's see, let's do it like this. All right, so universe, there we go. That's the first question. I didn't even ask the question yet. No, what do you want us to know? Okay, so I know that we're having some anxiety about what's going on in, you know, with this 2022. Everybody's saying it's like 2022, like again, like 2020 again. And there's a lot of people who are super pessimistic going into this, because they're like, oh my gosh, in 2020, I was super excited. I was like, New Year, it's going to be a 0, you know, at the end of the year number, it's going to be amazing. And then bam, it was like nutty, right? And then in 2021, we're like, oh my gosh, COVID will be over right now. And we're still dealing with COVID. We're still dealing with the vaccine. We're still dealing with stuff. Okay, so this is a year of truth. So we're going to be seeing some truth coming in. It is going to be small truths, so you're not going to see a whole bunch of like bam in your face truths, but you are going to see some truths. We have the Page of Swords, which is coming in small energy is what it is. It's not a Knight of Swords who like rushes in. It's not a King of Swords or even a King of Swords, which is like big time truth. But we're talking about like a page where there's like new ideas, and we have a thirst for knowledge, and then there's going to be lots of curiosity about all the things that we've already dealt with, right? Okay, so the next question, okay, it's giving me answers already. Let me see. So the next question is, I'll just give me a story. Like, what's it going to look like? There we go. There we go. All right, so we're working on the devil energy that's presented in our lives and how we can bring happiness. We're working on the things that are toxic, the things that we can't see, but yet we're starting to understand that that's really important. So let me put these cards up for you. So a lot of us are going into 2022 with anxiety. We're looking at everything spilled over. Oh my gosh, these other years were so hard. How are we going to get through 2022? And then... as we, you know, and a lot of readers that you're listening to right now are like, oh my gosh, 2020 is going to be like, or 2022 is going to be like 2020 all over again. There are lessons that we didn't learn for sure. Like as a group of people, I totally get that. Like there's still some things. We're still working with race issues. We're still working with gun issues. We're still working with vaccine issues. We're still working with distrust of the government. We have so many different things that we're working on as a group of people that we have not balanced out. We have not solidified. So yeah, we're going to have a little bit of an issue, right? And then we have the Page of Swords coming in, which is smaller truths coming in, but we're going to be able to look at the things that are toxic in our lives and what do we need to make us happy, okay? And main thing is you know, and I watch the media too, but main thing is to stop looking at the news and believing that the news is right. Like, you have to be very discerning when you're looking at them. You have to be able to look at all of the content and say, okay, well, this says this and this says this. This says the vaccine's good. This says that it isn't. And you have to kind of say who is publishing these articles, and you got to go from there, right? You have to be very mature about what you're doing and logical. All right, so... And the other thing they want us to know is that we are moving forward. It's going to feel like we're not, because people have so much anxiety, and that anxiety is actually holding us back from moving forward as a collective. So, but the more we focus in on the things that make us happy, the more we can plan for the future. That is, you know, we plan what we want to manifest. Okay. And that planning... is how we do it is we got to put ourselves into the hermit mode, okay? Which means that we got to go inside. We got to look and see what really makes us, what's not making us happy. We got to look at the things that make us happy and move towards the happiness. With this Five of Swords, which is... there's going to be some conflict and some disagreements, and those looking at the conflicts and disagreements are the clues to your happiness. So instead of looking at them and like, oh my gosh, my life is crumbling because I'm fighting with my partner all the time, you can look at your life and say, what am I actually fighting about? What am I fighting about that's not being heard? What am I fighting about that has not changed just yet? More than likely, it's going to be about this Emperor. Whoever this Emperor is, this person has been holding strong with their crappy behavior for a while. And there's a lot of excessive control going on in the relationships with some of you guys, whether that's in your career or whether that's in your love. There's control, and that is what's bothering you. Somebody else is trying to control your life. I was just talking to the runner in the relationship in the last video, where I was talking about somebody else has been controlling your life because you're trying so hard to get acknowledgement and get praise from someone that's never going to give it to you. That's how they're controlling you. They're controlling you with making you believe that if you just do this one thing, I'll love you. If you just do this, I'll give you that raise. And then every time you do that, nothing happens. Well, I did that. I did exactly what you wanted me to do, and we're still in the same spot, right? So that control, they're controlling you with your emotions. They're leaving you out in the cold. You need to take a leap of faith towards your happiness. You're not believing enough that you can do this. Okay, so this could be you controlling yourself. You can be doing your own emperor. Like, if you don't have any in your life that's actually controlling you, your thoughts can be controlling you. So what are we learning in 2022 right here? What's this energy? What's going on right now? Is that we have anxiety about it. We have truth coming in. We're going to look at our devil ways, or the devil energy that's around us, or our limiting beliefs, our shadow self, whatever it is. We are trying to find our happiness. And we've been doing this for a while. And so it's slowly but surely, we're starting to learn more and more about the things that make us happy, because a lot of people were denied happiness for so long. You can't just go like, okay, well, now I want to be happy, so I'm going to just follow my intuition and be happy. It doesn't really work that way. Energy is a lot more subtle. I think sometimes when people hear readings, they're like, well, that's not happening. So-and-so isn't running to me right now and giving me big kisses all over my body. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Yeah, because sometimes it's like they're kissing you in their mind. It's subtle. It's not always like right here where you can see it, feel it, taste it, touch it. You know what I mean? It's not always like that. So, all right. So what is some advice for this 2021 season? What do we need to do? What do we need to focus in on? Equal give and take, finding relationships where, and communicating about them, and saying sorry when we need to. Ooh, wow, that was pretty good. So this is what they gave us. The advice is find relationships where it's equal. Find relationships where you feel like you give, they give, it's reciprocal. Work on that. There should be no imbalances in the relationships. If there are, that's where we say, hey, look who's popping his head. The devil is. Nope. I want, the sunshine to come in. I want the sun to shine down on me, right? So yeah, very interesting. And then say sorry when you need to say sorry, you know, and we need to have communication in order to get our apologies. Like, don't shut people out that are trying to tell you they're sorry, you know. All right, any other advice? Stand strong. You're going to get through this. We're all going to get through this. We're all making huge shifts in humanity, which is beautiful. Beautiful, huge shifts. Beautiful, huge shifts. There you go. All right, any other advice before we head out today? I'm going to pull some other cards too. See if we can get some more information to clarify. Okay, I'm not really getting anything. Let's clarify using these right here. Show me 2022 as much as you can. I mean, you know, there's a lot of free will, so show me what I can see right now. You know, it's like you never know, like, dates or anything. Anybody who's like, it's going to happen on this date. Yeah, okay. Things can change. Like the Mayan calendar said that we were not going to be here on the planet anymore on 2012. Spiritually, a lot of people believe that that was really true, but we grew as a collective, you know, we grew up. Not babies anymore. Anyway, so let's take a look. Tell me something. 2022. All right, in 2022, we're going to start to see the fruits of our labors. We're going to start to see prosperity growing. We're going to start to see where in 2020 and 2021, you're going to look back and see how much growth that you've had over these years. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh. And now you're going to start to see, oh my gosh, my tree has fruit on it. You know, all that work that I did, we've all gained more power. It's all about gaining more power in ourselves. And so, very good. We're looking at our partnerships and our alliances, and we're moving more towards our destiny, which is going to bring us the harmony that we're looking for. We were trapped in fear in 2020 and 2021, not as much in 2021 as we were in 2020. We had positive movement forward to these more new beginnings, and we kept seeing 1-1-1-1s everywhere. Everybody was seeing them all the time. We had to have patience because the energy that we're seeing is not always big, huge, life-changing moments. A lot of times it's very subtle. It's like when you watch a plant grow, if anybody who's watched a plant grow, very subtle things happen. And then all of a sudden, it's like there's things happening in the soil that you don't see, and then all of a sudden a leaf appears, like a stem and a leaf. And you're like, oh, wow. You know, but you didn't see anything happening in the soil, right? You weren't like digging in the soil to see what's going on, because if you disrupt it, it's not going to grow. But when it does grow, it's like, it just feels like, wow, that just happened all of a sudden. No, it didn't. It took like weeks, some things months to grow, right? All right. So, we have, a lot of us have triumphed over our shadow selves and looking at the darkness. And that's good, because darkness, I think, prevailed over the planet for a really long time. And I think more and more that people are willing to look at it with courage and willing to look at the things that, you know, that scare them, give them anxiety, the things that, you know, the limiting beliefs that could have been holding them back. It's like we're getting a lot more success for that. And like I said, it's really subtle sometimes. A lot of us just want things to happen so fast. But really, to be honest, there's just not a lot of growth in that, you know? So, let's get some angel cards and see what angels are working with us in this soul cycle of 2022. Who are we going to be relying on and calling on to help us with things? So we just have a lot of growth in humanity. And this is really beautiful. It's really good. It's not like that movie Idiocracy. We're not moving in that direction, thank goodness. Seems like it sometimes when you watch the news, because the news makes everybody look really stupid. But I really don't think so, because I talk to a lot of people all the time, and nobody seems really dumb to me, okay? All right, so we have Archangel Michael, who's helping us with our crystal clear intentions. Remember, we talked about that. Our intentions are to get rid of the devil energy and bring in happiness. That's our intention. And in order to do that, we have to be crystal clear. And Archangel Michael is there for you. You can call on Archangel Michael to say, hey, this is a really difficult experience. Help me, guide me into finding out what my intentions are of moving forward and moving through this. So we have Archangel Uriel, which is going to help you with these brilliant ideas. So we have Archangel Michael on one side that's going to help you with your clear intentions. And then Archangel Uriel is going to help you with your brilliant ideas, your intuition. We're talking, a lot of us are learning about following our intuition, moving through life instead of following the logical ideas of other people around us who really only have their good intentions at the forefront and not yours. I don't care how good of friends you are with people. People are going to give you their experience and what is best for them. And sometimes it's best for you and sometimes it's not. You have to be able to discern that, okay? We have Archangel Trimiel, who is helping you with your life purpose. And their Archangel Trimiel is working with your angels and guides, is working with your life experience to trigger you so that you have clear intentions, and then you can get some intuition to move forward in a new direction. Very beautiful. I love that. And lastly, let me bring all these down. I want to see what's hidden that we can't see. I didn't ask that question. And I want to ask a couple questions before we head out. Like, what's hidden that we can't see? That if we knew it, what decision, what kind of decisions would we make? Okay. So what is hidden that we can't see, whether it's governmental or in our careers or whatever, however it's playing out in your life. I just want to see if we knew this thing, would we make better choices? Okay, so let's see. Let's see, what's hidden that we can't see? If I knew this, I would make better choices. So I saw it just a second ago. It didn't actually fully come out yet. With some sort of truth. Something about, there it is. So we have a Page of Cups. There's some sort of happy surprise. Some sort of communication that's coming your way. Let's see, a page of Cups. There's that Ace of Swords. I knew it. There it was. Okay, so the Page of Cups is some sort of good news. That's good. That's good for us. Yay. So something hidden that we can't see is there's something good coming towards our way, which is in the form of communication, sort of truth that's going to help us move forward and plan a bit differently. So we have the Three of Swords, which is, the Three of Wands, which is being able to look ahead towards our wish fulfilled. So in a nutshell, as a general reading, we have the Page of Cups coming in the form of communication, divine communication, to shed some light on some things that you did not know, you will know, and that will help you to make better plans for the future, leading more towards your wish come true. Leaning more towards the thing the things that make you satisfied, emotionally stable, something like that. Okay. Well, I hope you like this 2022 reading, and if you like this reading or entertaining in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you soon. Bye.